Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're going to just give it a moment before we start to allow people to join. Thank you so much for being here today. All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to the Minnesota Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Vanessa and I'll be the facilitator for this session. We have an excellent group of colleges and universities here to share about opportunities at their institution. I hope this ends up being a really valuable chance for you to hear more about these different schools and explore some of your college interests. Just a few housekeeping things before we get started. Your camera and microphone are off, which means you're muted, your video's off. Our reps today can't see or hear you, but they do want to hear from you. So we'd love it if you could ask questions using the Q&A feature. That's just at your bottom panel. It says Q&A and it has two little chat boxes there. Definitely ask questions this evening. Our admissions reps are excited to hear from you, excited to connect and answer your questions. There's no designated time in which you need to ask questions, so feel free to just ask questions as early on as you'd like, all the way up until the end of the session. This is just one session as part of a larger virtual college fair, so definitely check out the schedule on the website, sign up for more sessions. I know there's at least 2 more sessions today, so see what else you're interested in and what other colleges you'd like to hear from. This session is being recorded and the recording will be available at strivescan.com/Minnesota. Thank you all again so much for joining us. And without further ado, I'd like to get started with our first university, which is University of Oregon.
Thank you so much. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Ryan Bottomore. I am an admissions counselor at the University of Oregon, and I have the fortunate opportunity to work with all of you in the state of Minnesota. I actually have a few friends who live in Minnesota, and I'm very well known within the state. And I absolutely love it. And I just wanted to say that I am super grateful that you are joining us virtually, and hopefully sometime soon we can all meet in person. I am a proud alum of the University of Oregon, so I graduated in 2019 with 2 degrees, one in business administration and the other one in art and technology. So I have both the perspective of a former student as well as being a staff member. So please feel free to reach out to me at any point. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. With that, I am gonna open up my slides. And if I can get some verbal confirmation that you all are able to see my slides, that would be fantastic.
It's there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So the University of Oregon is located in the central western half of the state of Oregon. So we are located in Eugene, which is the quintessential college town. We're about an hour away from the Oregon coast, as well as about an hour away from the Cascade Mountains. So if you wanted to go skiing, surfing, snowboarding, walk along the coastline, make a bonfire and roast some marshmallows on the Oregon coast, you can definitely do that. We're right in the middle of so many incredible adventures, and we have a variety of different accessible areas within the city of Eugene. One of my favorites is actually Spencer's Butte. It's a 360-degree view of the surrounding area, and it is absolutely beautiful. Specifically more about the University of Oregon, we are a middle to large size institution where we have 22,000 students in total on our campus, and of those around 18,000 are our undergraduate population. We have students coming from all 50 states, as well as about 100 different countries. So when you are sitting in your classrooms, your clubs and organizations, you'll be meeting students all across the world. And you might be thinking, am I going to be the only student coming from the Midwest or even the state of Minnesota? And I do want to say that we have roughly around 700 students coming from the Midwest area to Eugene, to the University of Oregon. So you definitely will not be the only individuals coming from your high school or maybe even the surrounding area. So why the university? So like I said, we are a middle to large size institution, but we do have the class sizes of being a small institution. So we do have our student to faculty ratio of 17:1. Our average class size is 36 and our median class size is 19. So as you get up to your major courses, specifically the ones that you are interested in, your class sizes drop tremendously and it'll be around 20 to 40. I actually had a friend who took a class with 3 other students. So it was 4 students and the professor. So you get that kind of really close relationship with your classmates as well as your professor. We are a research-based institution, so we have the honor of being a part of the Association of American Universities, or the AAU, and it's definitely not the basketball AAU if you're familiar with that, but we do undergraduate and interdisciplinary research all across campus, and roughly around 3/4 of our students do research on campus, whether that's independently, working alongside a faculty member, or even being a test subject. And sometimes you can be compensated if you are a test subject. We do have a variety of academic programs, which I will talk a little bit about later, but I do want to say that we have a few honors programs within the university. We have the Clark Honors College as well as departmental honors. So there's a few different routes if you choose to partake in any of these honor routes. And then I do want to say that we offer study abroad programs. We have 300 programs in over 80 different countries, and roughly around 1/4 of our students actually study abroad. We don't have any restrictions. You can study abroad at any point during your college experience. And we even have pre-freshman programs. So before you even step foot on campus your first year, you will actually have a study abroad experience underneath your belt. Here are some top majors within the institution. So we have a variety of different schools and colleges within the university, but here are some of our top majors. We have advertising, architecture, biology, business, economics, journalism, psychology. So we are a liberal arts institution where we have a variety of different majors within the arts and letters, the social sciences, the natural sciences. So we have 160 in total. If you don't know what you want to study, that is okay. The biggest proportion of students that come in their first year have absolutely no idea, so you will definitely not be alone. But if you do know, and it may be one of these top majors, pursue that wholeheartedly, but also keep an open mind to other opportunities that might arise during your undergrad experience. We have 300 different clubs and organizations that students can be a part of, whether that's general clubs and organizations like the outdoor program, fraternity and sorority life, our student government. Maybe you want to be a part of some of our academic clubs and organizations that pertain to your specific major. Or maybe you want to be a part of some of our affinity and identity-based organizations. Maybe that's a part of the Multicultural Center, the LGBTQIA, the Men's Center, the Women's Center. We have a variety of different student unions that you could connect with individuals who may share those same identities with you. But the best way to kick off your student experience at the U of O is by living on campus, and it is a live-on requirement. We have 10 residence halls, around 14 different dining facilities, but you can do your research at housing.uoregon.edu because you are the best person to know which environment you're going to thrive the most in. So I am your admissions counselor, and talking about what I look specifically in your application is we are a holistic review. So I look at your self-reported academic record, your GPA, your grade trend, your academic courses, your course rigor, your senior schedule. I know senioritis is a real thing, and I want to make sure that you are challenging yourself all the way up till you graduate. We want to know what you're doing outside the classroom. So do you partake in any clubs and organizations? Do you work? Do you volunteer? Do you babysit because you have younger siblings? We are a test optional institution. You are automatically opted out of submitting a score. So you have to opt in if you want those to be considered for admission. And then a 650-word personal statement. Here are some deadlines that I want you to be familiar with. November 1st is your early action deadline. January 15th is your regular deadline. I want you to apply by January 15th. That's not only for admission, but for scholarship purposes as well. You'll hear a decision no later than April 1st. And May 1st is National Decision Day, which we want every student to kind of finalize and make their decision on which school is going to be that right fit for them. This is my contact information. You can reach me by calling, texting, emailing, scheduling a Zoom appointment, a phone appointment. You can reach me in a variety of different ways. Please feel free to reach out at any point. I'm here as a resource for you. And with that, I want to thank you so much, and go Ducks.
Excellent. Thank you so much, University of Oregon. And now I'd like to welcome South Dakota Mines.
Hi, everyone. Let me pull up my PowerPoint. Hi, so again, my name is Griselle. I'm the admissions counselor for Minnesota. So you will be speaking directly to me. And I'm just going to tell you some quick information about South Dakota Mines. We're located in Rapid City, South Dakota, so we're on the western side of the state. And we are an engineering, science, and technology university. So if math and science are your thing, you're more than welcome to come to our school.
Hi, Chriselle. I
Yes.
think we're seeing the, it might be in presenter mode. So we're seeing your next slide and the notes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I just wanted to catch that
Okay.
in case you wanted to change view.
Yeah. How do let me see. Did not do this yesterday. Don't know why.
I think if you go up to display settings, I think you're able to split or
oh yes, I see. There it is. Okay. So sorry. Again, so we have 2,500 students on our campus. So we are a smaller school, but being a STEM school, I think that's important having smaller class sizes. We have 15 students to 1 faculty. And with average class sizes of being 24 students, we have 20 STEM majors, 12 accelerated masters, and 26 minors that you can kind of mix and match. We really encourage our students to get creative with their majors and their minors. And 50% of our students are coming in from out of state. So that you won't be the only students living out of state. We have lots of students that will be coming in from out of state as well. So you won't feel alone. So here's a list of our majors. The ones that have asterisks are going to be our accelerated master's programs that we have available. We also have paleontology as our one of our accelerated master's programs that would be paired with geology, but paleontology itself doesn't have a bachelor's program for that. Since you are coming in from Minnesota, you are going to be getting in-state tuition with us with the reciprocity program that we have. So it's going to be around $23,000 a year to come to school with us. With the books and supplies, that includes a computer or tablet PC program. You are going to have that computer with you for the rest of your time with us. So the 4 years that you're with us, that's going to be your computer. And it'll be yours once you finish your program as well. So you get to keep it, and it'll be preloaded with software and programs that you'll be using throughout your classes. Our students have 97% job placement within their career field. So once they graduate, there's a very, very high probability that they will have a job at the end of it. They'll also have around a starting average salary of $66,000, which graduating and knowing you're going to have a job and a pretty good salary is a great thing to have in your future. 100% placement for students who have completed at least 1 internship. 77% of our students on campus actually have an internship, and we really encourage our students to go out after those, even as freshmen. Go to our career fairs that we have in the fall and the spring, so you really get that practice, get your name out there in your various fields, so you have name recognition for that. This is just a nice map of where our students have gone in our 2019-2020 graduates. The states that are not lit up does not mean that we don't have students there, just not for this year. We even had some students that went out to Japan, and we have some big name companies: 3M, Polaris, Cargill, US Army, GM, Google, Facebook, SpaceX. On our campus, we have 151 clubs and organizations. Some of them are professional and academic, and we encourage our students to join those. But we also have special interest things like esports, drama, music programs, clubs, hiking, mountain biking, and some cultural things, as well as Greek life on our campus. You will find a club to join. There's lots of different fun ones, including a blacksmithing one. We also offer some programs for our American Indian students. We work with Teoshope. So if you want more information on that, we can definitely put you in contact with people that have more information for the Teoshope scholarship programs. Student services, we have Student Success Center, training, tutoring, peer mentoring, counseling. We also have a wellness center that students are able to take part of. With a bouldering wall, intramural sports. Our library is getting revamped, so it's going to be really nice. Lots of new study areas, math tutoring, marking, maker spaces as well. Lots to do in the Black Hills area. We're really close to Custer State Park, Badlands National Park, Wingate National Park, and just the Black Hills in general. There's always things to do, mountain biking, hiking, all of that good stuff. And lots of fun things to do in town too. Lots of outdoor events during the summer, especially summer and the fall. So next thing you would have to apply with us for, you're going to do $20 application fee. You're going to send us your high school transcript from your high school directly. And then proof of college algebra readiness. You can either do an AccuPlacer test, or if you are doing your ACTs or SATs, we would need 20 for ACT math score and a math score of 520 for SATs. Scholarships, so that's why we require the ACTs and the SATs for the scholarships, the freshman scholarships. The deadline for that is going to be January 15th. So you need to be applied and accepted with us and send in your test scores before January 15th, so you can take advantage of those scholarships that we have. And you would need a 3.0 GPA, 2.75 GPA to come to school with us though. There's that, and you are more than welcome to visit us. You just go to sdsmt.edu/visit. We can do a virtual visit, or if you'd like to visit us in person, there's also that option. We're having our Minnesota Visit Days coming up on October 21st and 22nd. So you can come with other Minnesota students and parents, meet with me, we'll do a campus tour, and also you'll meet with someone from a department of your choosing. This is my final slide, our general admissions contact, so feel free to screenshot that, and also my contact information as well, if you would like to reach out to me. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you so much, South Dakota Mines. I saw that she posted some great information in the chat, so students feel free to check out that. Don't forget to use that Q&A feature to ask any questions that you might have. Next up, we'll hear from Mesabi Range College.
Oh. Hello, everybody. Can you see me and hear me? Hey, this is Kevin Langdon.
We can.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. This is Kevin Langdon from Mesabi Range College. I'm joined with Brenda Kachiva.
I'm Brenda Kachiva, and I was the director of admissions for 29 years at Mesabi Range College, and also was a student there, and just recently retired. So this was fun to join Kevin. So we are a community and a technical college, and we are located in northern Minnesota. We'll talk about that. This is some of our stats here on our screen here. We have many organizations on campus, financial aid. Most students get financial aid. It's about 20-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And then we're going to talk about our programs, but nearly like 90% of our students get placement in our technical programs because they're very specialized programs and they're needed programs. And so let's see what's next here, Kev. So if you look on the map of Minnesota, you can see where it's located in northern Minnesota. And we're in the heart of the Iron Range, which is known for iron ore and taconite and United States steel. So we have 2 campuses, and we've got a picture up here on the screen. The Virginia campus is where most of the programs, transfer programs are, which is a when students are working on an AA degree, and I want to touch on that a little more. And then our Evelyn campus is where we house all of our technical programs. But the beauty of a community and a technical college is you can get a 2-year degree, very affordable, and we have open door admissions. So it doesn't matter what your GPA is. It doesn't matter what your SAT is, class rank. This is where you start. And the beauty also is for those students that are undecided, especially the Virginia campus where you can work on an AA degree. So we'll touch on that a little more. These are the Virginia campus programs. An AA degree is the first 2 years of a bachelor degree. So for example, if you were a student that was unsure about what you wanted to do, oh my gosh, go to a community college and get your AA degree. That's your generals. And you can do that either online or on campus. But you save a ton of money. And like I said, open door admissions. And in this crazy day and age right now, trying to figure out a major, sometimes it's kind of tough. So getting the first 2 years of a degree is a very smart choice, or doing one of our technical programs. And we all know that we all need more than just a high school diploma. So anyways, Virginia campus, you will have a campus.
All right, so and we have campuses. Virginia campus is mostly for our AA students, our career program that you saw. Our other campus is a little different. It's a campus where all the students basically will do 1 or 2 years, a program that's 1 or 2 years, and then straight out to work. So we have everything from carpentry, which is 9 months, to welding, general welding, and up to advanced welding, millwright, which is a huge program or popular program up in our area because there's mines up here. A lot of students can work in the mines. To graphic design as well. So we have a variety of different programs. Like I said, they're all housed on our other campus. So that campus is all about programs that are 1 or 2 years and out.
And we do have several online websites. Of course, students can get their AA degree online if they wanted to, because, you know, some students might want to do all online, especially now. Sorry about that thing. But we also have early childhood teachers assistant, which is for those students that are interested in early childhood or would like to be a paraprofessional in the schools. We have a program that's called Business Operations and Management, and that is all of the Microsoft programs. Those people for that program are really needed. In fact, we just, before I left the college, we hired 2 of the students that graduated from that program, and they work on the Virginia and our Evelyn campus. We have a human services program all online, and that's the first 2 years of like a social work degree. Addiction studies is a very popular program because we know there are addictions in many, many areas, and we, I believe, are one of 2 colleges in Minnesota that offer that program for new students coming out of high school, but also those who have bachelor's and master's degree and want to add on that addiction studies certificate. Oh my gosh.
So we have a few student services from financial office. We do offer accommodations.
Your sound might be going out.
Oh, okay. Shoot, sorry. Okay, so we have advising, career planning, transferring, and then we also have testing and services as well. Here are some of our athletics from football, volleyball, men's and women's basketball, softball, and baseball. A variety of clubs, all kinds of clubs, anywhere from an art club to human service club. We actually have a gaming club that's a very active club on campus as well. And then we offer additional supports through a federal grant program called Trio SSS, which offers additional support, like I said, for folks that may need a little extra help in like transfer type things or all kinds of different things. So here's my contact information. I'll put it in the chat option as well. I'm again located on the Virginia campus. Roseanne, who's my partner, is located on the other campus where our technical programs are. We have we have added some virtual options, and then there's our website as well. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your
Thanks,
time,
everyone.
Excellent. Thank you both so much. And we're going to hand it over to University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Conroy. I am the Regional Admissions Manager at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. So I work specifically with our students from the Minnesota area as well as Northern Wisconsin. Let me go ahead and share my screen. It's loading. I'm just going to start going while this is loading, so I'm not wasting time. We are located, like I said, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are about a 5-minute drive from Lake Michigan. We are about 15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee. So downtown Milwaukee is still pretty easy, pretty quick for students to get to. We have the Milwaukee County Transit bus systems that come right to campus, and students can ride them for free with the use of their UWM student IDs. So it's pretty easy and pretty quick to get around the city, whether you have an internship or you have, somewhere else you're trying to go around the city, whether it's sightseeing, checking out a new restaurant, shopping, dining, different things like that. We're also about 5 minutes from the beachfront, so just about a 5-minute drive right from Lake Michigan. It's about a 15-20 minute walk or so. There's really nice walking, hiking, biking paths, things like that along there. So if you're into that, lots of really great opportunities. Otherwise, there's always Bradford Beach as well. That's a nice place to sort of lay out in the warmer months. We are about 90 minutes north of Chicago, so just right along Lake Michigan, and we're about 4.5 hours from the Minneapolis area. In terms of students, we are the most diverse school in the UW system. We also have students from all 50 states, 80 plus countries, and we are currently have about 19,000 undergraduate students enrolled at UWM. So that's undergraduate bachelor degree seeking students. We're about 24,000 students total, so graduate, undergraduate. In terms of academic opportunities, we have over 90 academic programs, 200 majors for our students to choose from, so lots of different things. We are also R1, so our top tier research university, which means there's high levels of research activity going on, and students can get involved with this undergraduate research. We have undergraduate research in every single academic area on campus. On the screen, you can see all the different pictures and images of some of the different research projects that are going on at UWM in our different academic areas. We also have lots of internship co-op opportunities. We've put on career fairs each year. We had one today on campus for our students to attend, to network with businesses that are wanting to actively recruit our students for either internship opportunities, jobs, or sort of both. Sometimes they'll be looking for specific majors as well, so students can always kind of find that information in advance. But being in the city of Milwaukee, there's tons of businesses here. Majority of the Fortune 500 companies that are located in the state of Wisconsin are in Milwaukee. So lots of really great opportunities to get that hands-on experience in your major for our students. In terms of things outside of the classroom, we have 300 plus student organizations. We are also D1, so we have 15 men's and women's D1 athletic teams. And we also have club and intramural sports as well. So our intramural teams are pretty informal groups of UWM students playing other groups of UWM students. And our club teams play other college club teams within the Midwest as well. Lots of other student organizations to get involved with as well. If you're not into sports, we have Greek Life, lots of really great networking organizations, volunteering, and a ton of other things. We also offer, oh my gosh, my phone is ringing and it's hooked up to my computer. We also offer lots of different opportunities in terms of scholarships. So once you are admitted to UW-Milwaukee, you can apply for scholarships on our scholarship portal, which is really nice. You don't have to go hunting around and looking for all of these different scholarship opportunities, but you can find all of the different opportunities that you may have. Some of them will require an additional application, but it'll tell you that after you submit that initial one. But what's really nice is basically you just have to do that one application for scholarships that are specific to UW-Milwaukee. If my screen would come back up, there we go. In terms of application, things like that, our application timeline, you're kind of looking at currently we are reviewing our fall 2022 applications that opened on August 1st. October 1st is when the FAFSA opened, so you can get in there and submit that now, even if you have not yet applied to any colleges or submitted yet. You can kind of do that as you're as you're applying and working through your applications. Priority deadline for the fall is going to be March 1st, and then May 1st is sort of when that sort of decision day, when students sort of next steps and things like that are going to be due. In terms of the application, you can apply either via the Common App or the UW System app, and we'll just need that application submitted as well as all of your high school transcripts. We do not have an application fee, and ACT and SAT scores will not be required for fall 2022 applicants. So if you have them, you still can send them in to us, but it's not required. So it's totally and completely up to you. It'll ask you that on your application if you're going to send us those scores or not. Lastly, I just want to encourage you to definitely do a visit. Come check us out for a tour. After this, I'll share my contact information in the chat, and I'll also put the link to our visit page. Definitely come consider doing a campus tour. We also have a larger visit experience coming up called Meet UWM on October 23rd. We'll also have one for admitted students in November. We'll have additional ones come in the spring as well. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. And like I said, I'll put my information in the chat. Feel free to reach out if you have questions.
Thank you so much, University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Moving right along, we're going to head over to Minnesota State University.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Scott Westby. I'm our Assistant Director of First Year Recruitment at Minnesota State University Moorhead, and I'm going to present a little bit of information about our university to you. So hopefully y'all can see my slides. Let me know if you can't, but let's get started. So just to give you a sense of the size of MSUM first, we are a small to medium-sized university located in Moorhead, Minnesota. If you're not familiar with that area, it is on the very western part of Minnesota as part of the Fargo-Moorhead area. So we share a border with North Dakota. We have approximately 5,400 students or 5,500 students. So that's kind of a small to medium range, at least for the Minnesota area. What that means for you is the average class size is going to be around 18 students. So you're not going to be in large lecture halls. If you're looking for a smaller environment, that is definitely what we have to offer. And then all of our courses are taught by faculty members. We do have graduate students at MSUM, but you don't take any courses that are offered through just the graduate student. In terms of majors, there are 74 different majors that you could look into at MSUM. It's a mix of very popular programs that are popular at MSUM, but you can find at a lot of four-year schools, and some unique programs that you might not be able to find at other four-year schools. Now, of course, if you're undecided on a major, that is just fine. Don't feel like you need to have something in mind. But if you do have something that you're looking into, reach out to our office and we can give you a little bit more information about it. We're a large education school. We started out as a teacher's college way back when, but we have a lot of pre-med students. Our Pasica School of Business is very highly accredited. And then some of those unique programs we know is kind of a specialty area for a lot of students. Now, no matter what major you pick, there's going to be some form of experiential learning built into it. This is the big thing that MSUM is trying to do for all of our students. So whatever your major is, we're going to have you do some kind of hands-on application of the theoretical stuff you're learning in the classroom. So if you're going to be a business major, that's going to be some kind of internship in the Fargo-Moorhead area. If you're an education major, you're going to do practicums in school settings. If you're somebody in the sciences, you're going to be doing a lot of research on campus. So no matter what discipline that you're looking into, there's going to be some kind of this experiential learning component built in. And a unique one is Tri-College University. There are actually 5 colleges within the Fargo-Moorhead area. And if you're enrolled at any one of the 5, you can actually take classes at any of the other 4 schools too. So it's a really cool partnership that we have with schools like North Dakota State University, Concordia College in Moorhead, and a couple of technical schools as well. Now, as far as living on campus goes, you're required to live on campus that first year, but we think that that is a great opportunity for you to make use of campus resources and, more importantly, start forming friendships with other people across campus. As part of that, you should also get involved in student organizations. MSUM is up to, I think, 110 student orgs this year. So lots of different ways for you to pursue passion areas that you're thinking about, whether that's band or choir. There are 12 different music ensembles, theater, common interest groups, faith-based groups, Greek life, whatever it is. Related to that are athletic opportunities. We are the Dragons. In case you don't know, we compete in the Northern Sun Conference, which is a very competitive Division II conference. 9 sports for women, 5 for men. So if you're being recruited, great. If not, let us know. We'll get you contact info for the coach. But we also have club sports and intramurals, just you and your buddies playing against other teams, just having some fun on campus. Or club sports, you do travel a little bit as well. In terms of costs, if you are a Minnesota resident, you do pay that in-state tuition rate. So tuition is going to be about $8,500 per year. We do something called banded tuition, which means we only ever charge students for 12 credits a semester, no matter how many more than that you take. So that helps keep costs low, gives you some flexibility. If you need to add more credits, it's not going to cost you any more in that semester. Housing and meals, you can see cited there, as well as some fees. So your first year total for that first year you're living on campus could be around $19,978, or for those years that you're just paying tuition and fees, you can see that would be about $9,800 or $9,900. In terms of scholarships, though, we're going to want to help you pay for all of that. Now, we have automatic scholarships, meaning you don't need to apply for this specific scholarship. We just base it off of your GPA or ACT score. So if you find your GPA or ACT score listed on the screen, you can see what scholarship that equates to with us. Again, it's automatic. Nothing you need to do for this one. If you have a 3.8 GPA, you're getting that $2,500 per year. But there are dozens of other competitive scholarships too. And those could be based on whatever major you're looking into, whatever state you're from. I got one for being the son of a firefighter. So there's tons of different ones. It's one single scholarship app though. So we'll keep it nice and easy for you. Finally, the admission requirements. As long as you meet one of these 3 criteria, you would be admitted to MSUM. If you have a 3.0 high school GPA, you're in the top half of your class rank, or you get a 21 or above on the ACT. So as you can see from the last 2 slides, not requiring ACTs or SAT scores anymore, but if you do well on those tests, we will let it help you. Once you're admitted, that's when you start working on next steps, things like FAFSA and scholarship applications, housing apps. None of those commit you to MSUM, but you want to do them if we're in your top 3 or 4 schools that you're considering, and then you'll sign up for an orientation date much later in the year. So that's some quick information about MSUM. Now, the best way to learn about any college is to visit it. So come visit MSUM sometime this fall or later in the winter. We have campus visits every day, Monday through Friday at 9:30 and 1:30. So check out our website, sign up for a visit. Thanks, y'all.
Great. Thank you so much, Minnesota State University of Moorhead. And last but not least, we have Upper Iowa University.
Hi guys, my name is Marissa. I work with Upper Iowa University Admissions, and I do a lot of my primary recruiting out of the state of Minnesota. So if you apply or schedule a visit, I'll be the one that you'll be working with. So I'm actually an Upper Iowa grad of 21, so I just graduated this past May. So I just wanted to give you guys some good examples of why I chose Upper Iowa and why I think you should too. So a little bit about Upper Iowa is we're located in Fayette, Iowa, small town in Northeast Iowa. So it's about 4 hours from the Twin Cities and about 45 minutes from the Minnesota border on the south side. So we were founded in 1857. We're a private Division II 4-year institution. Our class sizes are roughly about 14 students. Our total campus population is going to be 750 students. So with having those small classes, you're still able to get that one-on-one time with your professors. And by the end of your first week of your classes, the professors will actually know you by first name. So it makes it a lot more enjoyable being able to go to class knowing that your professor knows your name when you walk in the door. So what kind of sets Upper Iowa apart from other universities is we run on a 2 at a time 8-week class schedule. So you're only taking 2 to 3 classes for those 8 weeks. So it makes it a lot more manageable to get involved with athletics, clubs, organizations, find a job on campus, things like that. So you'll take the same amount of classes, so you're still able to graduate in 4 years or left, but we're just breaking it down to make it more easier for you. And then also a huge advantage is that our classes go no later than 3:30. So it's the same way being able to get involved with clubs, jobs, things like that. Affordability. So our average, since we're a private institution, our tuition is the same price for any student in the US. So it's going to be $33,610, but that's not including the scholarship that you get upon acceptance to Upper Iowa. So at the top of the slide is a breakdown of all of our first year scholarships. So they range from 18,500 to 8,500, and you're guaranteed those scholarships for up to 5 years. So if you do need to stay an extra year, we'll get you covered with that scholarship as well. And then this year for our SAT and ACT, our test conditional. So if you're, we'll let you know if you need to send it in, but if you want to send it in, totally okay. You can, we can look at it to make sure it doesn't better you for that next highest scholarship. So if it does bump you up, we'll make sure to give you that next highest scholarship, but if not, we'll just disregard it. But we also do super scores. So if you've taken it more than once, definitely send in both of those scores. So we have a ton of different majors across campus in our 3 schools. So starting with the School of Arts and Sciences, Business and Professional Studies, and then finally our Andre School of Education. Some of our top majors on campus are going to be our Business Administration program, our biology with pre-professional or health sciences, and then finally our teacher education program is also up there as well. But we also just started a new program on campus with our nursing program. So how it works is when you graduate, you'll actually receive 2 bachelor's degrees. So one is going to be from Upper Iowa University in life sciences. And then finally, you'll do all of your clinicals down at Allen College in Waterloo. So you're able to get your RN down there. And we also have 20 minors, 44 educational endorsements for those education majors. And then like I talked about, those pre-professional programs. So we are the only Division II college in Iowa. So with being Division II, if you're interested in any athletics, we're able to offer athletic money based on the coach's decision. And then we're also a part of the NSIC conference, which is the most competitive conference in the US. We have 12 men's sports and 13 women's varsity sports for athletics. But if you're not interested in any type of athletics, we have tons of clubs, organizations. We have 11 sororities and fraternities. We have 20 clubs and organizations. But if there's a list online, if you don't see a club that you're interested in, if you find 7 friends and an advisor, you can make your own club. So kind of make it custom to what you like and what your friends like. And then we also have 2 new programs that offer scholarships, which is our DECA program. So that's dealing with a business competitive team, and then also our forensics competitive speech. So those scholarships range anything from $500 up to $3,500. So if you're interested in anything like that, feel free to shoot me an email and I can get you in contact with the coaches that way for those teams. All right, so your next steps. So starting by filling out our free application. So that is found online at uiu.edu/apply. And like I said, it is free and no essays are required. And then finally submitting your official transcripts from your high school. And then finally after that, if we don't require you to send in your ACT or SAT, we'll review you for acceptance. All right, so finally, I just want to leave my contact information here. So if you have any questions, I've put my office number and my cell phone number in my email, so feel free to reach out. And also, if you're interested, I definitely encourage you to come on a visit. We're on, like I said, we're only about 4 hours from the city, so it's very easy drive down to come to campus, but we also offer virtual and on campus and visit days. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I did want to do a quick round of maybe we can, no, I don't think we're going to have time. So I think we're going to have to actually wrap up our session. Thank you to all the admissions reps who joined us today to share about your schools. It was really exciting to hear about all these different opportunities and how unique each campus is. All the students here, I really hope that you got a lot out of this. Feel free to connect with these admissions reps. As you close out of today's session, there's going to be a very quick 5-question survey. We'd love for you to take that. Don't forget to sign up for more sessions. We have 2 more sessions after this one. And the recording for this session will be available at strivescan.com/Minnesota. I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you for joining us and have a good night.